Look, there's an axe in the middle, look. An axe. An axe.
Yeah, we speak your mannerisms of woman.
Now then. Why all the empty seats? Who's still in the bar? It must be the airship crowd, is it? Yeah, they've insulted the airship crowd already. That's okay, they won't be Now, welcome to our nice venue today, here and there, and welcome to the marriage of Richard and Leslie. Now, our brides will be entering very shortly, so what I would ask you to do is stand to welcome her. Stand. On your feet. Louder than the music. First of all, I'd like to ask Leslie and Richard's eldest son, John, if he would care to give his mum's hand to Richard. And you may give the hand. Thank you. Have a seat, John. Have a seat, everyone. Now, I'll just briefly make some introductions. I'm sure most of you know everyone else. On the left, we've got two best men We've got Craig, Richard's brother, a wee wave, everyone please, thank you. And Alex, the middle son, wee wave. I'm told that Craig is a brilliant chef. Signature.
Shy with it.
Is it? Signature dish? No?
Quite a
All right. Sausages. And Alex, I'm told, is very, very timid. And we've got to try and get him out of his shell. You make faces. And John, by the way, that gave his mum away, I'm told he looks like the guy from the Vodafone advert. Stand up, John, and show. I've not seen it. Show everybody your face. Vodafone advert?
Yes. Yes.
Right, have a seat again. Now, our bridesmaids today, we've got Lindsay. Are we going to do please, Lindsay? And this is our couple's daughter and an expert in inappropriate behaviour and comments. You might not look at the moment. Although the claim is that she takes that after her mum. And then we've got Sarah. We wave. Or is Sarah? Sarah. We wave from the wind. She's a second cousin to Leslie. And I'm told that she's bubbly and slightly wild. Although it was whispered in my ear, she's actually totally wild. Now, all you ladies are looking gorgeous, as always. But today is Leslie's special day. And she's looking rather nice, is she not?
Yes. Fabulous.
Fabulous indeed, yeah. Now, briefly, my name's Steve Wallace from the Humanist Society of Scotland, and I can conduct legal weddings anywhere in Scotland. Again, briefly, the idea of the humanist ideas is fairly simple. That what's good and evil is largely a matter of common sense. It should be. What's right and wrong, similarly. Treat others as you'd like to be treated, if that's possible. And it's fairly straightforward, ideas like that. And we also think we should live our one life. We have one life, we think, that we should live as best we can, supporting our family, our partners, and our friends. And that's what today is all about. Now, in particular, marriage celebrates the commitment between two people. It's a big commitment. It's a commitment for life. And they're making vows to each other today in support of that commitment. But not only that, they have chosen to make these vows in front of those people that they care about most. Those people most important to them in their lives. Just one?
No, sir, I'm just warm.
Oh, sorry. And that's yourselves. You okay, dear?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you fine.
No, I'm fine.
Now, our couple, Leslie and Richard, they've chosen the humanist wedding today because basically neither of them are religious, and they feel that religious wedding can make some people sometimes a little bit uncomfortable. But they're here at the Fairfields because it's in air, and just like a new family. Where are the air people here? Quite a few air people? I was trying to look up an insult for the air people. There are probably too many of them. That's right, yes. Trying to pick a fight with them already. Now, I'd just mentioned to you that Leslie and Richard have had the freedom to choose all their vows and their readings today, and music. Now, a couple of special welcomes. We'd like to extend a special welcome to George and Sylvia, Richard's stepdad and his mum. Yeah? Great. George is known as, we've got various names for you here, George, don't panic though. He's known as the Don, the Big Cheese, the Big Kahuna, but that's only when Sylvia lets him. She's not even safe with you. But Sylvia, I'm told, is everyone's mummy. I'm the real boss. Well, I've got to give everyone a wee wave then. Now, stop reading my script. You're supposed to be looking at your bride and the rapture, not reading my script on my show. Now let's talk a little bit about our couple's story. I'm going to take a little walk over here. Just move back a bit, guys. I usually ask the couples some questions separately, and they give me back some answers, which are usually quite contradictory, but I then put them together into a nice little story of the two of them. Uh-oh. It's stick around. I think it's less than a PG, go by it, it's alright. The first meeting was on an online dating site. Leslie remembers that they both left extra grumpy messages. That's like your advert was extra grumpy, was it? What did it say? You remember? Man wanted, better be good.
Extra grumpy.
Right. Because neither of them at that time had good experiences from, you tried it out before, had you? The first date, this is where it gets really romantic. The first date was for a coffee in IKEA. Richard recalls that he first saw Leslie as she arrived 10 minutes late and dressed in a prison officer's uniform, which was strange because she was a librarian at the time. Have we got any of the mates in? No. Not allowed out for the day.
A couple of potentials for that.
But Leslie came up the stairs with a smile and gave Richard a quick kiss. So he thought she seemed alright. Now, not mentioned by Richard, but remembered by Leslie, was that Richard fell over a chair that a small child was sitting on. Then later he thought Leslie had gone, because she'd gone to the loo and come back and she moved her seat. So, but love's course doesn't always run true, does it? Now, the first date proper, according to Richard, was Leslie's local pub, which was empty, apart from a DJ, and the music was too loud to talk. So they went to Leslie's house, had a bit of a snog, proper first kiss, and that was that. Now we move forward. What was that?
She says thanks for that. You're very welcome.
You can get to repeat that a little bit later. Now we move forward to the proposal. There was a joint birthday party or celebration for the kids, and they were out for a meal, and Richard had the ring in his pocket. Just before the moment came to ask for the bill, it didn't go in his pocket then because, you know, we were looking for the money for the bill. He knelt down and he popped a question. Leslie reckons that she paused a bit, which scared Richard, and then said, lovingly, "You're a horror." So how have things changed since they met? Well, what was that? Still
Still a horror.
a horror.
Allegedly.
I don't know, if it happens to pick a horror, I think you can be quite formidable, Leslie. I better have to swerve away from horror and say formidable. Now, it's fair to say that Richard had ongoing problems originating from his upbringing, and I want to give you Richard's words here. Leslie guided me to a better place. She saved me and she gave me a future. Leslie tells me that she's seen Richard change from an angry man to a caring and loving person, helped by finding his birth mother, ridding himself of his past, and changing his name back to what it should always have been. Now, what about when they're apart? Well, Richard puts it, he misses the illusion of choice. And this is where Leslie asks Richard's opinion for something, but then goes ahead with what she had already decided anyway. But also, he misses Leslie's consistent encouragement and her positivity and drive. Formidable, you see. And again, I'd like to give you some actual words, this time from Leslie. She says, Richard understands my every comment and body language. I miss how he makes me feel special all the time.
Moment of weakness.
We could get like a quotation frame, shall we? Who are you anyway? Richard's cousin. Give me all the name of your cousin, isn't it? Where were we? Oh yeah. So was there, I asked couples, was there a funny or a touching experience that kind of brought you closer together? They haven't read what I've written here.
I can't remember.
Well, Richard reckons that Leslie's mother's illness and death affected Leslie much more than she let on at the time. But Leslie puts Richard's great support during this time as easily the event which brought them closest together. And Leslie continued to push Richard to find his birth mother and family, all of which have taken Leslie to their hearts as much as Richard has. And Richard summarises, without Leslie's inspiration, neither one of us would be as happy as we are. Now, Leslie really respects Richard's commitment to his artistic work, and that any commission he undertakes, he completes to a very high standard. He was kind enough to give me a small print before the ceremony there of Debbie Harry, that I absolutely love, which is really kind of him. And Richard, from his part, he acknowledges that part of Leslie's job is to kind of control his and regulate his erratic artistic output. That's like your manager, is it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, we like to have a rounded view of couples, so we ask them what annoys the hell out of you about the other person.
That's going to be good.
2 pages. No, it's actually very short. They've been either very restrained, or there's very little that annoy each other about each other. Here we go. She is almost always right and knows it. She's a terrible passenger, despite the fact that I drive almost exactly like her. He can be lazy and has to be reminded on numerous occasions that there is stuff to be done, and then gets annoyed at being reminded. Richard, what kind of a monster are you?
What was she created?
And that really is about it. Personally, I think they're lying. There must be more things than that. But moving
They could be restrained.
on. Okay, right, that's what I thought. Now, I also ask, where do you see yourselves in the future? 10 years, 20 years, 40 years? Hopes, dreams, goals? Well, Leslie has plans to be living out their old age together in Tenerife sometimes, and the UK sometimes, with children, pets, and hopefully someday some grandchildren.
Look at you, John.
No.
John, are you with him? Right. And what's his state? Girlfriend or fiancé or what? Okay, let's not mention it. Now, notice in the question I asked for hopes, dreams, goals, and Richard answered this question, I think, quite simply and brilliantly. My hopes are always to make Leslie happy. My dreams are to always be with her. And my goal is to spend the rest of my life loving her. So why, apart from the obvious, is he or she the one to spend your life with? Well, Richard says she knows how to make me smile. She knows when something's bothering me and helps me solve it. She's clever, funny, affectionate, and ginger. I don't remember the two of you being ginger. Not ginger. I thought you'd be like. Oh, dear, right, okay. And Richard adds that communication and talking will keep their marriage strong. That and letting Leslie keep control of the finances. Now, Leslie mentions trust has been an issue for both of us in the past, but we mutually agree the trust issues and talk everything through. It also helps that our understanding of each other's moods, brackets ginger, our sense of humour and our temper are very alike. And I can do no better to finish this little section here with some words from Richard. He says, his words, Leslie has a spark that manages to light my darkest of days. She has a laugh that infects, and when she smiles, it's like winning an award. So we'll finish that little section on those next words. Now, folks, we come to the most important part of our ceremony today, which is when Leslie and Richard would like to make their vows to each other. So, get one of these little electric fans and strap it on Richard's head. Now, Leslie, you might like to put your flowers down on the table there, please. And if you could hold hands and look at each other and relax. And Leslie and Richard, please repeat after me and do it together. Today, I marry my friend.
Today, I marry my friend.
The one I live with.
The one I live with.
The one I laugh with.
The one I laugh with.
The one I love.
The one I love.
Leslie and Richard will now exchange rings as symbols of the bond between them, and it's a bond that they are vowing will never be broken for the rest of their lives. So, Richard, you putting the ring, you're going first, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was in charge, never mind.
But she's in charge.
I was going to say that. Okay, Richard, you put the ring on Leslie's finger, please, so repeat after me. Leslie, I join my life
Leslie, I join my life
with yours today,
with yours today,
without hesitation
without hesitation,
and with an honest and trusting heart.
with an honest and trusting heart.
Take this ring,
Take this ring,
and with it, my commitment
and with it, my commitment
to be the best husband I can be.
to be the best husband I can be.
Okay, and you have the other ring? Okay. If you would like to put the ring on Richard's finger, push. Further the correct finger. Okay? And repeat after me. Richard, I join my life with yours today. Without hesitation and with an honest and trusting heart. Take this ring and with it my commitment to be the best wife
To be the best boss I can.
I was coming to that bit, so I was building up to that. Good, okay, you can thank you both. And I'm now asked you to make the following declarations. Who would like to be first? Leslie, please repeat after me. While looking at Richard, otherwise, Leslie, you and I end up married. I, Leslie, accept you, Richard, in marriage as my lawfully wedded husband. Richard, would you repeat after me? I, Richard, accept you, Leslie,
Accept you, Leslie,
in marriage
in marriage
as my lawfully wedded wife.
as my lawful wedded
Now, in view of these declarations made before me and our witnesses and you good people, I declare that Leslie and Richard are now legally married. I didn't notice that we get a snub there.
Yes.
Was it sufficient, do you think, for today?
They done.
Okay, we're now going to sign the marriage schedule, which will take us a few minutes. If you wish, you can all take some photographs, and we'll come back and we'll join you in just a few moments. So don't go away yet. Thank you very much. Thank you, What's your signature before?